Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and today I'm going to do a couple of little small bits to show you what I'm making. I've started to do it and I thought, well, I should let you help me because, you know me, I'm not, I don't, I like to do these things and let you see they're working or whatever. So I've got the tiniest piece of paper here. Look at this. I've just torn that off. Then I went and I got a piece of my word out of the Tim Holtz thing, and I'm putting it on this. I'm putting some ink on now. Some ink on because I wanted it to look a bit old and what have you, you know, a bit worn out. It only goes along half the paper, but that doesn't matter. That works really well, that did. That worked good. Now I'm going to put the lid back on here for this thing. Now we're in Australia and it's nice and sunny today, but it is freezing cold. Ooh. Yeah, it's freezing cold. And anyway, so we're making a bottle. We're putting a message in a bottle, okay? Now I bought these tiny little bottles on eBay somewhere or AliExpress or something. Now this one here's got I've been putting in some, I wanted to put something in the bottle. Now there's not much room for much, and I have got some little flaky bits, you know, like, but I wanted it not to be too busy or something, I don't know. So I decided I'd get the stickles, right? I got the stickles and I got a toothpick and I put that in there because I've taken the hard part off the stickles so you can't get it. And I just wiped a bit in there, okay? Just wiped a bit of gold in it, you know. Make it look interesting, okay? Now, put the lid back on that. Put that back over here. I'll use it again in a minute. I'll do a couple and show you what I want to do. And these you can hang on the side of your journals. Now you get yourself one of these here, sticks, and I'll get hold of it. Here we go. Oh, no, well, these are a bit long than what I had. The one I've got here is a I like the gold actually, but I cut these right down. I don't know if you can see them. I cut them right down because I need them to only be really small. And you want your circle. You could use a piece of wire and make one of these by just turning around the end of the wire. But if you get these ones that you make, that you work with your jewellery in, if I can get these you can buy these on AliExpress and they're really not dear at all, so I buy them to use to do different things with. I don't do a lot of jewellery making anymore, but I do like doing bits and pieces with them, so I still have these. No, I don't necessarily use the gold, so I've cut that down because it was way too long, because that part there is going in the cork. So now that I've got this bit, I'm going to roll it up really small. Now, I did it first round a big needle. I've got a big needle here, and I just rolled it to make it, to help it, because it's not easy to do this tiny little thing. But it's going to work. Or you can use a toothpick or something, you know. Actually, I started to do it with me bead roller, and that works too. That helps. Righto, so now you've got to make that small enough so it'll fit in the hole in the top of the bottle, okay? So I'm putting that in the bottle. You can see that it's got words on it, see? You don't have to actually take it out of there ever, because I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to have it glued. I'm going to glue it in there, I am. Aren't I naughty? Well, I think I should, because it's going to be like on your dangle on the side of a journal or something, so you can see enchanting written on there or something, I think, or a bit of it. Righto, now you're going to get your cork, and you can make a hole to start with, but it'll close back up. So I've got a needle and I'm going to just shove that in there a bit, just to make a hole. But see, look, it's gone now straight away. It just closes up straight away. So what you need to do is you get your little bit of a pin thing and you put that in the hole. Oops. Maybe I should do it with the pliers because I don't think I can push it down in there. So if you just give me a second, I got the ring in the end of the pliers here, like that. And now I'm going to see if I can push this in here. Look at that, it's really easy to do. So you just push that down. So when you cut it, you need to make sure that it's not going to be longer than that so it doesn't come out the end. Okay? Now while I've got that there, I know I've got some rings in here, so save me getting out the other lot, but I've got some in here different sorts, so this one here will do. I might just put this thing over this way so I don't knock it on the floor accidentally. Now you pull that apart like that, okay, and then you can put that on there like that, okay. So now you've got that little piece that you can, that ring that you can fasten to something. You can put it in a necklace around your neck or anything if you want to. And then I'm going to put some glue on it and I'm going to push it in there. You reckon I should put glue on it? I do. I think I should put glue on it. I don't think it should have to be taken out of there. I don't think that's necessary. So I'll just put some glue around the cork and push it in. The glue will dry clear so you won't be able to see that. I think I've got a feeling that you can buy these little bottles with a note in them. I don't think there's any note on them, but I think you can actually buy them in some of the craft places, but you can do your own, you know. Glue on that, I can get that off shortly, I suppose. I've done that again, come in here without a thing to wipe it. And I know the other day I was making things with the ink and I got it everywhere. I should have used, thank you for the ladies that said to me I should have used plastic, and I should have used a plastic bag but anyway, it doesn't matter. So you can see a little bit of what's around there. So we can make another one. I love the shape of this. This is a good shape, isn't it? I do love the shape of that one. And then you can just put it on a chain or something and you've got yourself a little message in a bottle. Maybe I should have moved it a little bit. Hang on, I'm going to take that out for a second. I might feel like I need to move this about a bit. Instead of having it all screwed up in one place. Just move it about, eh? I might have put too much sparkly around it. Probably did. I got the tweezers today so I can now I'm going to put it back in. Oh dear, I needed to have a look, to look like it was a circly type thing, don't I? Should have left that be. Oh, that's better. That's better. It's got more. There you go, look, that says, you can see it says enchanted around there, so that's neat. I do like it now. I did before too, but you know, you have to change these things. I don't know, it might look alright without the thing in it. I've got another one of these pins, so I'm going to use that to do this one, and I'll just do it with the same paper, I suppose. Unless I use a bit of this, it's already got writing on it. Well, that's a good idea, isn't it? We could use a bit of this. It's already got writing on it. Am I going the wrong way? I am. You can only tear one way. It depends, because if you tear back that way, you get all the white. If you tear back this way, you don't get all the white. And I'll explain that a bit better in a minute. If you want to tear something. Shouldn't have made it so close, should I? And then the white still come off that, didn't it? You can still see the white edges, but we're going to do this with so you still see the white edges when I go that way. If you go back this way, the white part doesn't come. See how there's white there and there's not there? So there we go. I only need that bit anyway. I don't need too much. have too much, it won't work, won't fit in a bottle. Okay, so this will be right. We'll put some words on. These are just my Tim Holt bits, and I've had these for a really long time. I always forget where they are. Fortune teller, that should be all right in there, shouldn't it? Maybe not. Thoughts of whisper in your heart. You just, all the world is bright. Along the passage. Well, it could be a passage of any sort of way, couldn't it? So it's not necessarily a, passage in a hall or something. Now look at me, glue's done to me. Look at this. Crikey, eh? Where's my inky thing? I better hurry up and get it before it goes all over the place. Goodness me. Well, see, this piece doesn't have to have any sort of particular, and you just, I'll put some on this side too, I suppose. I don't think it'll show up though. It's going to be all over me as well. It washes off. Don't have to be scared. Was when I first started doing these things, because I never put any glue or anything in my work, because I always used fabric, and I never put glue in my fabric, and now I do. I wonder why that happened to me with this thing here. That's not nice, is it? Put that on there. They've got glue from one end of the place to the other now. Here we go. It's fine. While that's drying a tiny bit, I'll put this, poke this piece in the end of the, I reckon I can do it without the needle, I think. As you can see, there was a big accident in 2022 where I ripped it off. That hurt. By jeez, it did. I went to pick something up or something, and it caught on there, and then it just, oh dear. Anyway, I'll have to go and get that fixed, but we're right, we're good. It's all right now. It's got to the stage where it's grown back properly. Now, will I put some, look what I've done to me good tweezers, putting that, see, that works, that alcohol ink, that won't come off. It's fixed them right up. Okay, now, it's drying a bit, drying good. Do I put stuff in the inside of this? Do I put stuff in it? I was going to see if I had some blue stuff, but I don't think I do. I've got gold stuff and silver stuff, but don't have blue stuff. Peep this way. No, don't have any blue. I've got blue ink. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know what that'll do if I put that in there. What do you reckon? I suppose I could try it. I mean, I've got a couple more of these bottles, I think, somewhere. I don't know why I want to do blue. I don't know why I want to do this. You don't need to squeeze it or anything either. Let it go. Sonia, come on. Oh, dear. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Look at that. You never know what's going to happen until you have a try. You don't? Well, that's interesting. That turned out nice. Didn't that work good? I'm really pleased with that. I suppose we can tip a bit out and roll it around a bit. And now I've got a little blue bottle. Whoa, that's cool. Well, there you go, eh? Well, I got a few bottles, so I must look into this. I must get them and have a go at making some different colour. Look at that. Brilliant. It says it works on all these things. Better put the lid on it, Sonia. Oh, no, not me. Again. Comes off real easy, though. I got it off myself real easy yesterday. I was going to tip a bit of this out, but we need it to set on there a bit, don't we, first? You don't want it to be all... Need it to dry. Still some running around in there. Come on. Well, I didn't know that was going to work. Boy. You know, now I'm going to be doing some mischief, don't you? Yeah, but there's a mischief now. So I'm going to put... Come on, stop just running everywhere. I might have to wait for a while till this dries before I can put it in there. But I'm going to show you something else anyway for a little while. So, but let's do this. Let's roll this up with our bead roller. I did let it go because I... It's too big. It won't fit down the hole. I don't want to take anything off it because I don't want it to be, too small either. Or do it too tight so it doesn't work. No, that's not going to fit in there. Well, I'll have to take a bit off the end. Blue will get all over me paper, won't it? Yes, I wonder what that'll do. It'll be a bit of mixed media after all this, won't it? Oh, still not fitting in there. The other one must have a bigger top than this one. This one might be just too big. They're a bit more off. Ink on. Nobody wants to see a bit of white stuff, do they? Try and make it small if I can. Hope everybody's having fun doing a bit of crafting. Because it is good fun if you... What is wrong with this glue pot? It's still bursting out the seams here. Must have did something. I must have squeezed it or something. I'm going to have to stick the lid in there. It's decided to explode on me. It's like a volcano here. I might be exaggerating just a tiny tad. Okay, get in there. It's not in... Oh, yes, it is in there. You see, you want it to come out of there and it won't, and now it's decided it's going to go silly on me. I'll try and use as much of that sticky bit if I can. Will this go in there now? How long does it take? It's all come off the sides. Hang on, how about I just let it out? What wants to leave? We'll let it leave. The bits are not going to stay stuck. Maybe it doesn't stay stuck to glass. Come on, get in there. Now you've got a big dent in it. It's all right. Now it's all soaking into the paper. Well, it doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Right, I see. It's like that, huh? Well, they don't look too bad, look. See? You can still use them. That'll dry eventually, I'm sure it will. And there's a little message in a bottle. And that's cool. I like them. We can put a ring on the top of that one too, like we did the other one. Okay, so now I'm going to make a scroll thing for the end of the books to put on the end of your journal. I did make one a really long time ago and I've been trying to find it, but that's, I did it when I was making the... What was I doing with that? Something about Egypt. I think it might have been a tag in some competition that I was doing that I was doing it for. So we're going to have to put these. So that doesn't look too bad with a bit of ink on it there. It doesn't look like too bad. It's a different thing, isn't it? It's nothing like something different. Rightio, now I need a piece of paper that's going to roll really good for me, so I want something pretty soft. Pretty soft. This here is. You can have a writing on it, I suppose. I don't know how long it'll be. I was going to make this, like I always say, I'm always going to make them before I come on here, but I just can't help myself. I've got to come in here and show you. I haven't got time. I've got to muck around trying to make them. Well, I'm less lazy, isn't it? But now you can put something on here if you want to, or just leave it, and then whoever's got the journal can use it, can't they? Okay, should have put some green on this, I think, now that I've done that. Now that I've done that, I should have put some green on. It doesn't matter about my ends. Well, that one, it doesn't at any rate. I'm hoping I can do this without it being too heavy, too, because I don't want it to be too heavy. Now I'm going to roll it. That'll be part of this, but I'm just doing it because I want it to start having a roll. It's got to start having a roll, doesn't it? Okay. Hello. Now I'm thinking, do I want to put something? I'm going to get a toothpick out of here sometime. Come in handy, those little logs. They do. They come in handy. So there we are. Then we have a toothpick. Now, no, this might be too big, but it might look all right. We'll have a see. It's the idea we're after anyway. It doesn't matter if we don't use it. It's just looking for the idea. Now I'm after some beads for the end of that. I do have some round ones there, but I'm not sure that I want to them that big. I need something that's not really big. When I say round ones, I want something that's, you're going to have to be able to see it, but it's not too. Gold ones look pretty cool. And that's another thing too, they've got a very big hole in them, and they're a bit small for the size of this thing here, aren't they? A bit small for that. Let's take a look in here for a minute. Well, I think I want to make it smaller, but not too little. I've got some pearls. They look alright, don't they? These are fastened onto something. Let's find something that's not fastened onto something. Where's that come from? Up there. Sorry. The idea will come to me any minute now. I'll just keep rolling here for a second till I get the idea of what I'm going to do with the ends of this thing. Oops, it's okay. That was only me. That was my lazy Susan thing I got there, and something else that was sitting on it. Sorry, people. I don't know what I've got in here. I'm going to look, though. Oh, look at that. There's some little tiny bits that I could have put on. Yeah, well, I can't use those ones anyway now that you've done that. We need something for the scroll ends. I think I got it. I think I might have them. Oh no, there we go. I do too. Is it? I'll have to get Jeremy close. I got one end. As long as I got one end shut, I suppose it'll be right. Actually, that was the ruler, and I'll pick it up. Pick it up, make lazy Susan. It's too big to do anything with, really. Oh, the ruler's gone underneath the chair. So I've got these. Now this is an idea. This is a good idea. I don't think I'm making this too big. Now look. Alright. That's cool. We need a blue. Need the size of this blue one, I think. Need it to be that size there. That slides onto it. Oh, that's good. I want to get the... Of course, I've got to take them all out. You never know, though, do you? I think I like these blue ones. I think it'll fit over the end. Yes, they will. Might be big enough. Let me see. I'm thinking these. I think those, or this other side, this other blue size. That size there. Now, we're a long way from finished yet, so don't give up hope on me, please. Don't give up on me, will ya? We're a long way from finished yet. I might have to cut that thing down a bit. Like that. That's about right. That's about the right size. The only thing is you need a little bit sitting out either end too to give it more, you know, something. So, let's just cut a bit of this off. I've got these old scissors up here that I don't like at all. Yeah, I hope it doesn't split too bad or anything. Has a bit there. I'll put the bead on, should be right. Oh, these beads here. It's supposed to have a piece off the end. Is it supposed to be a bit sticking out there? Can't think of that. I can't think that there's not. Anyway, I'm going to put this one on here. This is what I'm going to do. I've decided now to do that. Actually, these things here, if these were smaller, these would be good, wouldn't they? I'll do that. I don't know why I can't think whether it's got to have that end bit or not. I don't think it should do. Anyway, we'll know later if I made a mistake when everybody sees it and they can tell me if I've made a mistake. Like I said, we've got a long way to go yet before we're finished. We just need to get that bit done. I think it does sit out a bit on the ends. Now, I've got that bit. So this is going to have to be skinnied down a bit. It's too big. There. Too wide, so we'll cut this. You can make yours this as long as you like, okay, your scroll thing, as long as you want it to be. I'm just thinking that I need this to look properly, and I don't know if it is looking what I'm aiming for. My brain's not telling me this is right or not. You know what I mean? You know, you got to... does this look properly to you? Oh, dear. I don't want to turn my video off. I hope that I'm not gone way over the time with this. That's interesting. Anyway, this will be giving you the general idea. Now I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to have a game with this because I've only just got it and it's new and it's gold-ish sort of thingy. Oh dear. And I don't want to use too much, and I don't want to get it everywhere because you know, I had a little sponge here before. I seen it yesterday and I thought, oh, that can do that with that. What did I do with it now? Okay, that's going to be a problem, I suppose. Where did it get to? Oh, might just move some stuff around in here all the time. You wouldn't know, would you? Did I put it on the table? Yeah. Never really honestly got my room finished. Like, it is good except for my table. And I'm not really keen on fixing that. So, I think you can use this with your finger, they say, so it looks like that's what's going to happen, doesn't it? Where's my paper? Here it is. Do I want some on this thing? I'm just going to get a bit... Ooh, isn't that pretty? I know for these sort of things, people use the mixed media stuff and they do more than one layer of things and make it really nice, and I'm not really clever at that, so doing mixed media. Oh, I've seen this lady doing this painting. Oh my goodness, she was good. She was a very elderly lady, she was, and she was from Japan or China or somewhere, and oh goodness me. When she first starts out, you know, it's just, and you think, well, you don't know what it's going to be like. By the gee, she's clever. By goodness me. She did this tiger and all his little fur on him. You could see every little fur, you know, of his hair. It was just incredible. How many layers of paint she put on before she started actually putting him on there was just incredible, because you got to get all the layers so you get all the, what's the name's right, all his features and everything. Okay, so now I'm going to... How long does this take to dry? I didn't say. Now I want to put some on this. It's not really gold, is it? But it's nice. Oh, it is. It's a rose gold colour. It is a bit nice, eh? Is this the piece I was going to use? You'd hope so. You'd hope so, Sonya. No, it's not. It's here. No, this is too skinny. I'll have to put that on the next thing. It must be this bit. Oh dear. I don't know, people. Sometimes I wonder why people don't comment on my channel. Ah dear. But I just want to be craft with you, you know. I just want to do this. Just want to do crafting with you, okay? That's what we're doing. Having a bit of fun. Just having a bit of fun. Because it's supposed to be, isn't it? Now, see, I rolled that up, and I'm talking away about making it bend and all that sort of thing. But I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm just going to put this on. This is what's on the lid first. Definitely want to use what's on the lid first. Might take a minute. Should have read it, shouldn't I? So if I had read it before, I would have put it on a at another time, and then showed you the video of what happens when you do it. Shouldn't take that long to dry. Most of these things don't, do they? I don't know. Anyway, whoops. I don't want to dip my finger in the pot. That wouldn't be good. I'd have this for miles then. The sponge that's in the top of this, it's really hard to get off there. I seen one lady do it and it just flicked off straight away. No worries at all. But not me. I couldn't get it to work. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Close this up and I'll have to clean it off. This flicks over. Oh, I did it, look. Crikey, now I can expunge myself. I'm gold. Does it say how long it took me ages to work out how to get that. I actually look on the internet and have a... It says... Before using... By wetting the warm soapy water... No. Does it say? Can also be applied by the finger cloth roller or stamp. Doesn't say how long it takes to dry. By holding on the top of it. Use soapy water. Nice stuff, isn't it? It should last me a lifetime, I'd say. If I had one of these fingers that were clean, I could feel it. It is dry. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay, so now I'm going to put... That bit's not because it's thicker. Now I'm going to put this on here. Oh dear, I'm worth a lot, aren't I? I'm worth more money. Oh, goodness me, Sonya, that's not going to fit on there either. This bit I can use to put a message in the bottle, can't I? Here we go. But if I've tried this first, then you won't have to go through this, okay? If you measure better than me. Yeah, I think you should leave this for people to write on, okay? Now, if you're making, I don't know, any sort of journal, gypsy journal or something like that, you could put this on the side. You can put this on anything. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be anything particular, does it? I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing with my journal. I'm just doing bits and pieces in lots of different things at the moment. Not doing anything particular. I've got this end. This end's right. That end's not. Okay, so we're going to turn that over there. And we're going to glue that. Okay. The part that's too wide. We'll glue it down. We can take it off. You're not going to see that, are you? Let's take that off there. I'll get some of that Wayward ink. Wayward glue, I should say. No, it's not going to work because it's all sticky now. I'm getting myself into a mess here. That's just nothing different. This is fun. I'm a lot more accustomed to it now than when I was when I first started trying to do paper crafting. I wasn't very good at it because I didn't like getting dirty. I didn't like getting stuff all over me. Now, it doesn't matter, does it, really? I hope this will roll up good because I'm really hoping it'll roll up good. These are not quite dry, they've been bits either, by the way, just saying. They're not quite dry. You like the colour of this? This is pretty, isn't it? It's really hard to roll. Give it a bit of a go first, eh? Now this thing here is just made out of one of those, it's a pin, like it's, I can't remember what it is now. You put a wheel on, you put that on as a toy, there's a hoopy thing around there, and then that's just a bit of clay, or whatever you call it, polymer clay or something on that. So we go back here to this bit, and we'll stick it down. Which I thought I did, but I mustn't have done. I'm squeezing that out, it's all everywhere now. I don't want it all still to be stuck. Got to be able to unroll it. Crikey, Sonya, I don't know. Have you ever seen anything so messy? Oh, goodness me. We might get a bit of a look at this. I'll get it onto the book or something in a minute. Well, that's something I haven't even figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Don't tell anybody. Finished yet. Haven't figured it out yet. Oh. Come on. Come on. Now I know that stuff's not in the... This is not in the right place now that I've rolled it up. It's supposed to have ends, isn't it? Look. It's supposed to stick out either end. Now that I've rolled it up, I can see that I've made a mistake with that. It's taking a while to dry too, isn't it? I better go because I've got a feeling that this is going to go over the time and I'm going to come back and we're going to have another go at this, okay? Right. Thank you for watching. I'll be back in a minute. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.